Modern marketing as per Bangalore Central University prepared for first year BCom students. Unit 2 Marketing Environment, which covers the following topics. Now let us begin with marketing environment. Already you people know what is marketing. Marketing involves all such activities which helps in attracting customers and retaining customers so that business is able to earn more profit through which they can sustain. Environment refers to the surrounding within which the business organization is established. The study of marketing environment plays an important role in the sustainability of a business as well as earning profit for a business. Now let us know the meaning. Marketing environment refers to the factors within which enterprise operates. It is made up of tangible, intangible, controllable and uncontrollable factors within which marketing of a business operates. There are two types of factors which are influencing marketing. First one, macro environment. It is also known as external and uncontrollable factor. It plays an important role in a market decisions. Such factors cannot be controlled by the business organization, but it has been influenced for the existence. Macro environment stands for external environmental factors. Macro environment are those elements which are uncontrollable by the management, such as demographic, economic and competitions, etc. Now let us begin with macro environmental factors. Firstly, demographic factor. As the word itself is indicating, it has been related with the people and population in the society. It plays an important role in attracting consumers and customers, producing goods according to the needs of people. Demographic factors includes growth of population, birth and death rate, gender, age group, income, occupation, rate of literacy, urban and rural, etc., which cannot be decided by the business organization. For example, for old age people, you are producing medicines, whereas for the kids, you are producing and manufacturing chocolates. Here, the target groups are old age people and kids. You have to produce goods according to the needs of kids and old age people so that you are able to sustain. Secondly, economic forces. Economic forces plays an important role. It cannot be controlled by the business organization. It is value of money and the willingness of people to spend the money. The factors which are covered under economic are inflation, recession, interest rate, money supply, price level, credit, etc., which cannot be decided by a business organization. For example, if there is a recession in a country, people cannot afford more money to purchase costly goods. Or another example, if all the banks are giving a loan at lesser rate of interest, what will happen here? Demand for the loan, that is product here as loan, will get increased because they are giving a loan at lesser rate of interest. So they are able to sell their product and attracting consumer. Thirdly, competition. Competition do plays an important role in the sustainability of the business. Competition cannot be controlled by the organization, but competitors plays an important role on influencing the existence of a business. As a business organization, they have to study the competitors' techniques, strategies to sustain. Example, the prices which are being offered by the competitors plays an important role in the sustainability of a business. Fourth one, social and cultural forces. Social forces are the values of life and living, whereas culture depends on the values which they are getting from their family. Social and cultural forces are the consumer behavior techniques, and it depends upon the psychology of the consumer. Such thinking cannot be changed by the business organization. For example, few may believe that life is too short and they have to spend more money and they have to enjoy, whereas others believe that they have to retain money for their future. They have to produce goods according to the different groups of people existing in a society. The various factors which comes under social and culture are food, living style, cosmetics, luxury life, etc. what the people are preferring. Fifth one, political and legal forces. Political and legal forces are gaining importance in the recent marketing trends. Each and every organization is bound to follow certain rules and regulations. The strategies what they are using is bound under legal activities. The forces which comes under political and legal are fiscal policy, import and export policy, custom duties, laws, rules and regulations, etc. The recent one is GST. You already know the impact of GST on the business organization, and it played an important role on the market. Science and technology. Sixth one, science and technology plays an important role on the existence of business organization. The technology keeps on changing. It doesn't remain same over a period of time. Example, the mobile phones, automobiles, mass medias, televisions, etc. what you are using in a day-to-day activities keeps on changing as per the needs of consumers and customers. If the business want to sustain, they have to produce goods according to the changes or requirements by the consumer. Secondly, second factor affecting marketing environment is micro environment. As the name itself is indicating, it is too small here. It is internal environment which can be controlled by the business organization. Under that, we have various factors which can be controlled by the business organization. Micro environmental factors are firstly organization. Organization business itself can be controlled. Already you know there are different departments in a particular organization. The activities of the different department can be controlled so that the organization can achieve its goal. Rules and regulations can be modified as per the needs of the business. Policies can be changed as per the needs of the organizations. Secondly, suppliers. Suppliers do play an important role in quality assessment. If the quality of the goods is not up to the mark, then you are not able to attract more consumers and sustain in a market. If the supplier is not providing quality goods, obviously you can go for another supplier, which can be controlled by the organization. Thirdly, marketing intermediaries. They are nothing but the middlemen, distributors. They do play an important role in the sustainability of a business. They are the people who make the availability of the goods to the ultimate consumer. Last but not the least, employees. Employees do play an important role in marketing of a organization's product. Employee sincerity, attitude, productivity, loyalty can be controlled by the organization. There are other factors which are affecting a business strategies, environment, such as product. Under product, product design, product quality, product size, product color, etc. do affect the consumer and sustainability of the business. Price, place and promotion, the techniques what they are adopting to reach the consumer do plays an important role in the sustainability of a business. Hence, as a business organization, they have to consider various factors which are affecting a business so that they are able to run business for a long term. Now, let us get into the market segmentation topic. Market segmentation is nothing but division of market according to the various age group or people existing in a society. Market segmentation is a process of grouping buyer into different categories having common desire and needs. It helps in preparing marketing program for each subgroups in order to enhance customer satisfaction. The benefits of market segmentations are: it increases goodwill, it increases customer satisfaction, it helps in rendering better service, it helps in competing, it increases efficiency. For example, the shampoos which are being produced, there are varieties of shampoos by the same manufacturer so that they are able to reach to the variety of customers. Another example is chocolates. Varieties of chocolates according to the needs of people. Basis of market segmentation. On what basis you can divide the market? There are two forms, that is consumer characteristics and consumer response. Firstly, consumer characteristic. It includes who they are, how they behave, where they live. This plays an important role. Where they live. It is also known as geographic characteristic. The regions are being divided: east, west, north and south. As a manufacturer, you should produce goods according to the different regions, zones, etc. so that you are able to sustain. Fertilizer manufacturer should concentrate more on rural people. Secondly, who they are. It includes demographic, socio-economic characteristics such as age, family, income, occupation, education, status, etc. Example, manufacturer should produce goods according to the income level. Maybe the textile, maybe the slipper, maybe the automobiles, etc. Next one, how they behave. It is psychological characteristic. It includes personality, attitude and lifestyle of people existing in a society. Under this, customers are being classified into three main groups. First one, swingers. They are the people who seek for the updated goods in the market. They are ready to spend how much ever to get updated in terms of goods and services. Secondly, status seeker. They are the people who buy goods to show their status. Even though it is required or not, they are least but bothered, but they are just purchasing goods to show their status. Next one, plain Joes. They are the ordinary people. They are purchasing goods according to the needs. Second one, customers' response approach. It believes that consumer purchase goods based on the opinions and feedbacks. It also believes that producing goods according to the needs of consumers so that they are able to attract and satisfy consumer. Under this, there are various topics such as benefit response. The consumer can be divided based on the benefits, what they are seeking from the product. For example, a toothpaste, the benefit what they are seeking is fresh breath, fight against germ, white teeth. Another is automobile. What do they prefer? Efficiency, comfort, performance, etc. As well as the price do plays an important role. Next one, usage response. Based on this, the customers can be classified into heavy, medium and light. Example is your mobile recharge. You will recharge based on the requirement. Maybe 10 rupees, 20 rupees, 500, 2000, etc. varies from one consumer to another consumer. Occupational response. Some market use occupation response in designing the marketing. Now, let us know target market, targeting market and market segmentation. Under market targeting, Target market, it is a group of people at whom the organization specially intended to aim with its marketing efforts. They are targeting a particular group of people existing in a society so that they are able to increase their sales. Target marketing, decision regarding the market segment to be served by the organization so that customers get satisfied as well as customers get delighted by fulfilling physical and psychological needs. Market targeting, it is a technique and tool to divide into segments based on the various factors as I have said previously, so that they are able to sustain. Consumer behavior. Before getting into the topic, first we have to know who is a consumer and who is a customer. Consumer is a person who consumes the product and services for himself, whereas customer is a person who just purchases the goods. He may or he may not be a consumer. He may purchase goods on behalf of some other person. Also, we have to clearly understand the concept so that we are able to satisfy consumer. Customer doesn't play an important role, whereas consumer plays an important role in giving the feedback for the sustainability of a business. Business should concentrate more on consumer behavior, satisfaction of consumer, so that they are able to sustain over a period. Consumer behavior can be defined as the behavior that consumer display in searching, purchasing, evaluating, and disposing product and services according to the needs and wants satisfaction. Why do we need consumer behavior? Consumer is the king. Consumer do not always act or react. Consumer prefers, they keeps on changing. Consumer dislikes product will affect the product. Segment the market to satisfy consumer. Producing goods according to the changing technology. Selling product influences consumer. Factors influencing consumer behavior. The various factors which are influencing consumer behavior are: first one, cultural factor. Culture, what they have got from their family, do plays an important role in selecting the product. A person may prefer costly product based on the earning capacity and the willingness to spend, which he gets from his culture. Nextly, social factor. The behavior of a person to spend the money. For example, you people may spend more money when you're with your friends, thinking that it is influencing you. Personal factor, as the person himself is willing to spend the money for purchasing product. Psychological factor, the thinking factor of a consumer, the psychological behavior of a consumer when he is purchasing a particular product, do plays an important role. Psychological, if they are giving a discount or offers, or if the prices are too high, they will to purchase more goods and services. It can be classified on different people existing. The factors plays an important role. Manufacturer should produce goods according to the different factors of consumer so that they are able to sustain, attract, fulfill the needs and wants of consumer. Thank you.